All right, my dear BIBLEin365 brothers and sisters, boy, we are at another exciting book, the book of 2 Samuel. Now, as I have said before, 1st and 2nd Samuel, in essence, really does rehearse overall most of the history of Israel, at least as it relates to the kings and slightly before that time. And I have to say that it is a pretty amazing story. Now, I'll get into this later when we get into 1st and 2nd Kings, but I actually think that when you have the book of 1st Kings and 2nd Kings, you should take the book of 1st Chronicles and 2nd Chronicles and rename those to be 3rd and 4th Kings. So a little bit tricky. I'll explain why that's the case when we get into our introduction of 1st Kings. But I have to say, this is amazing. Now, I will tell you that if you wanted to sort of take a very fast cheat course on learning all about the history of the nation of Israel, you will be able to, in essence, find it very quickly as you get into 1st and 2nd Samuel, particularly the reign of King David. And then when you got into the book of 1st and 2nd Kings, it give you the rest of that information. Really good stuff. Now, 2nd Samuel is going to be a tremendous blessing to you for a whole lot of reasons, right? And I know I gave you a lot of information up front, but perhaps one of the most significant reasons why 2 Samuel will be important to you is it is going to cover a lot of very critical themes. Number one, it's going to talk about how God can call you and qualify you. It talks about how he takes people that are in essence unusable and makes them usable. It really does chronicle for us the forgiveness of God and the grace of God. And for those of you who maybe before you know the Lord had an abortion, or maybe you lost a loved one that was very young, maybe as a baby, 2 Samuel will give you the assurance that that baby is very likely in heaven right now. There's a lot of stuff you're going to get out of this book. You're going to be blown away. You are going to be blessed. I think it's going to encourage you thoroughly, and I want you to keep an eye out because one of the themes of 2 Samuel centers around the idea of purity, keeping you from going down a hard path in life, right? And so you'll learn all about how things get really tough when you choose to ignore the principles of purity, and how they get really, really, really amazing when you choose to remain in that place of purity. So this is a great book. You are going to love it. I think that there is so much inundated in it. I would particularly encourage you to look at near the end of King David's life and the transition into King Solomon's life. There's some great insight you're going to learn about godly wisdom that comes from age. And by the way, let me just repeat something that you will learn in 2 Samuel, and that is age does not necessarily mean wise, right? But age, as someone walks with God for a significant amount of time, definitely computes to wisdom. And so you're going to learn that. And there's some other great things that you are going to learn in 2 Samuel that's going to blow your mind. It's going to encourage you. If you're going through a trial right now or a difficulty and you feel like you're getting stabbed in the back by your best friends, 2 Samuel is the book for you. If you feel like you've been ripped off and you don't think you can get ahead, 2 Samuel is the book for you. You are going to get into some great stories. And just a quick reminder, you can go to my website, jameskaddis.com, or you can go to calvarychapelsignalhill.com, where I have all of this available for free. And I've been asked a few times now about locals. Yes, I am on locals now, jameskaddis.locals.com. And that is, a lot of you don't know this, Locals is not a pickup joint. It's actually very similar to Patreon. And so you can find us there, but everywhere you go is free. And if you do want to get on Locals and you want to be a part of some of the paid stuff and you can't afford it, not if you're a cheapskate, but if you can't afford it, let me know. We'll take care of you because our God is an awesome God and he knows how to prepare and how to take care of our needs. So God bless you guys. Enjoy the book of 2 Samuel. We love you guys. We want to bless you. Keep on keeping on.